Good morning, you guys. I know, it's been a minute. I know, okay? But I've had like this, I don't know, this desire, I guess, to kind of come back. I know I have a lot of catching up to do for you guys. And yeah, I mean, low-key, life has just been lifing. That sums it up. I will kind of go into a little bit more detail a little bit later, but right now it is like 7:20 in the morning. It's so beautiful outside, by the way, y'all. So pretty. I just keep looking outside. Like, I was just thanking God for just how beautiful the day even is. Like, it's blue skies, the sun's coming out. So it should be a beautiful day. I have a few things that I have to get done today. First things first, let me get my behind up, get this bed made, do my skincare routine real quick. And I have to do a little bit of editing before I head out. Let's get this day started. I'm gonna check to see how I slept last night. I usually wear this ring. It's an Aura ring. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about it before, but I love it. I've had it for probably like a year and a half now. And so every morning I always check my sleep just to see how my body is doing. I have been aiming for 8 hours of sleep because lately I have just not been sleeping that good. So I'm trying to get my body back acclimated, and I worked out last night, and so I'm hoping that I was tired enough to like actually fall asleep and get some real rest. This is how it looks. That's how the app looks. But my sleep score is 88, which is great. It says I was asleep for 7 hours and 39 minutes, which, you know what? That's not bad. And it says I got a good amount of like quality deep sleep too. So that's always like, that's important for me. I'm trying to be a little more intentional about how I look, especially outside the house. Even if that's something as simple as like just not wearing sweats all the time. I have to run a couple errands and I have lunch with a friend later. So I'm gonna do something simple, but I do feel like it's cute, okay? So we're gonna go with these jeans that I got from, I want to say they're from Nordstrom Rack, but I got these so long ago. Like I got these probably a year ago and I have not worn them. Like the tag is literally still on it. So that tells you already like how I don't really wear clothes like that. So I'm gonna do jeans. I'm gonna do this like satin spaghetti strap, and then I'm gonna go with I'm gonna do a cardigan, and then my shoes are these like tan shoes here. So I'm about to go ahead and put these clothes on. I'm gonna put on a little bit of makeup, and then yeah, that should be it. I'm gonna work a little bit and make a quick breakfast. And I think by the time I get through all of that, it'll be time for us to go. I partnered with to bring you guys the perfect mimosa mocktail recipe. All right. All right, so I completed what I needed to complete for work, but now I have literally 20 minutes to make a quick breakfast and eat. So I'm gonna go ahead and make like my go-to breakfast recipe. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know what this is. It's literally the same thing that I eat 90% of the week. It's toast with eggs, toast and eggs with a little bit of like spinach and some seasoning. That's my go-to. And maybe some fruit on the side, but I make it literally all the time. It's like I always show on Instagram. So yeah, and it's also super easy to make. It just takes like a couple minutes. So let me go ahead and get that going. Also, I'm gonna listen to this while I cook. This song is so good. It's so good. I can't play it, of course, because copyright, but this Tasha Cobbs, Forever at Your Feet. Oh my God. made it to our first destination for our list of things that we have to do today. I have to get my laser hair removal treatment today. I usually go like every 6 to 8 weeks. I've been going to laser hair removal for like over a year now. Love it, swear by it. I think everybody should get it. I recommend it to anybody who even asks me about it or like even talks about potentially getting it, because I just think that it's that amazing, and I feel like it's just made like maintenance, like my full body care maintenance, 1,000 times better and easier, and my skin just feels way better. So anyways, I have my appointment today. I have it actually in like 2 minutes, so I'm about to get out and do that really quick. It takes about an hour, but unfortunately I cannot record in there because that's their rule. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'm done with my appointment. The appointment took all of like an hour, like it usually does. So we are good to go. I actually had ran out of laser treatments in my package, so I ended up getting a new package. And that one should probably last me about 2 years, because I don't really have to go as frequently now that my hair is growing in like 1,000 times slower, which is crazy, y'all, because I used to always be super hairy. Like I grew up super hairy. I have my dad's genes when it comes to hair, and I was just always hairy. So my hair would grow so fast, like I would shave and I would have hair literally within like a couple days. But now I can go a whole month and not shave, which is crazy. Which is crazy. So needless to say, I think it's totally worth it. I have lunch with one of my friends in an hour, so I think I'm about to just go ahead and head over there now. And I'll get there early, but let's see, how far away is it? Y'all know I'm in Houston. I'm in the city, so there's gonna be traffic regardless. Let's see. We're going to this place called Daily Gather. If you are in the Houston area, go there. Personally, I love it. I take anybody that I can to lunch at Daily Gather and Joey Uptown. Those are probably like two of my favorite restaurants in Houston, because I feel like their food never misses. This is cute. Okay, so it's like 4 o'clock and I just walked in the door, which means I have pretty much been out all day. It's been a great day. Like, it's really been a good day, but I'm tired now. I find my social meter is like on 10%, but I did not want to end this vlog without kind of just sharing what you guys have missed over the past, I don't know how many months I haven't been on YouTube. Oh, and side note, my friend got me these flowers because I recently just hit 100,000 followers on Instagram. So during lunch, she like walked in with these beautiful yellow flowers, and I'm just so appreciative of, you know, just people that really choose to celebrate you, especially whenever you do a terrible job of celebrating yourself. Like, to know me is to know I actually am terrible at like celebrating my own milestones. I will celebrate everyone else, but when it comes to myself, I don't know, like it's just never really been my thing. So I appreciate my friends, and I appreciate people who take the time and effort to celebrate me. It's just, I really appreciate it. Yeah, so what have you guys missed? Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to like sum it all up, because there was a lot that happened, but also not at the same time, if that makes sense. To sum it all up, I just feel like last year was a very transformative year, especially mentally. And I always say this, but I really wish you guys would follow me on TikTok and Instagram, because I don't care how many YouTube videos I create. It will never be as real time and honestly as like more day-to-day vulnerability than you guys will see over there. Like here, I of course share enough, but it's just so much easier, like day-to-day life, to just share things over on IG and TikTok. So if you guys, first things first, go to my TikTok and go to my Instagram, follow me, so that way you're way more caught up, you're in the loop, you know what's going on, so you're not, you know, left out. But yeah, I feel like this last year was very transformative. I don't know where to start. So like the first half of last year, I went through a breakup, and I will admit it was really hard on me. Very hard. I was just very drained. I was exhausted. There were just so many different things that were going on in my head. I was super anxious. And there was just a lot going on. Like, I don't think that I've experienced that much anxiety, honestly, since my divorce. And my divorce was like, what, 5 years ago, I think. So just having gone through a large amount of time where I was just practically anxious every single day for like months at a time, it was so exhausting. And I had to just work through a lot of stuff that I was dealing with. I was feeling heavy all the time, and I remember at the beginning of last year, I tried my best to commit to like creating more consistent YouTube content. And I think around like March or April was when I was like, you know what, I can only focus on so much at a time. And my mental health, I feel like, was just so important to me that I really had to focus more on that than this channel. And of course, most of my job, honestly, like content creating wise, is on IG. So I could only focus on so many things. I had to focus on IG because of course that's where most of my money is. Of course, being a mom, all the things, and also my mental health without going crazy by doing too much. So that really is the reason why I just stopped creating on here, just because life was lifing. It wasn't even just the breakups, to be honest. It was like, I was just down bad. Like, I remember, and I think I may have shared this last year, but I remember going through a point in my life where I was even feeling really lonely. Like, and it wasn't that I didn't have friends. It wasn't that I didn't have people around me. I was just feeling incredibly lonely. And okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say this, and I hope it doesn't come across as bad, but this is how I feel. Sometimes I feel like the black sheep of the family sometimes, and I feel like last year, especially the first half of last year, I felt it really heavy. So I was just working through a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings. I was in therapy. Like, I was just really trying to get my mind together, because the way your girl was feeling, it was not good. It was not good at all. So that explains where I was first half of the year. Second half of the year, it was more of a rebuilding. I would literally like sum it up as like a rebuilding Alisha. I feel like the first half of the year was a unpacking, you know, version of me, and the second half of the year was like a rebuilding and repairing version of me, to where I just focused so much on like the things that make me happy. I was single for the first time in a while, so I was just really soaking that up, relearning who I am, relearning just what it is that I really and truly want, what it is that I desire, what makes me happy, what boundaries I need to put in place moving forward, figure out who I want to spend more time with, who I would rather not spend as much time with. Of course, getting closer and closer to God, but that's always a priority in my life. So just continuing to do that, drawing closer and closer to God. I found a new church, and I'm just so happy about it, because I feel like the church that I'm going to now and that I'm a part of now just truly truly suits who I am, where I am in life, like what it is that I desire in a community, in a church, for not just myself, but also for Valerie. Like I want Valerie to go up in a church that I know she will love, that she will have fun in, but also of course learn so much about God. And I feel like, I think we found it. Like I said, it's rebuilding me and growing more confident in who I am. All that work I feel like that I did last year has brought me into who I am now. It was just a lot of work, a lot of work. And yeah, just rebuilding myself, rebuilding just who I am at my core, and standing on business when it comes to boundaries, standing on business to like what it is that I say. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. If I say I will not accept something, I will not accept it. And just really standing on business in like every aspect of my life. Like that was literally what the second half of the year was. And it just took, again, a lot of my attention, a lot of my focus to rebuild and become who God has called me to be. In terms of motherhood, I was just telling my friend at lunch, I said, it's so weird because you would think I'd be tired when it comes to motherhood, but in a way, I feel like motherhood is the one piece of my life that is not stressful. Like I love it. I love being a mom. Of course it's tiring, but it's not the part of my life that kind of like weighs me down a little bit. I love being Valerie's mom. You guys already know, like that is my girl through and through. She's actually about to be 7 in a few short months, which is like wild to me. But my girl is about to be 7, and honestly, I just feel like her and I are drawing closer and closer and closer together, and it just brings me so much joy. Like if there is one piece in this world that I can truly like hold on to and that brings me joy, I'm getting teary-eyed, but that brings me joy is Valerie. Like I love her so much. And so last year was a good year for her and I. Like our relationship, like we had so much fun last year. We traveled last year. I took her on her first cruise. We went to New York for my birthday. And she loves New York. That's like her 3rd or 4th time going, and that is one of her favorite cities. So we did that last year, and of course we had just lots of fun all throughout the year like we always do. So motherhood is great. You guys know that I quit my job at the beginning of last year, so I have been a full-time entrepreneur for over a year now, which is crazy, over a year now. And it has been amazing. Like it has been so good. God has been so good. I feel like I am incredibly blessed to live the life that I live, to do the things that I do, and yeah, to just not have to work a 9 to 5. Not that I wouldn't work a 9 to 5. It's just being where I am and doing what I love to do is just such a blessing. I don't know, I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be. I feel like I am who I am supposed to be. For the first time in a very, very, very long time, I feel like me. I feel like myself physically, mentally, emotionally. I feel like myself. And it feels so good because for a while I had lost her. I love me, and I feel like there's so much that I want to share with you guys. There's so much content that I feel like I have in my head. And I honestly don't know what the YouTube journey holds for me. I will not promise that I'm gonna be just a super consistent once a week girly. Like I would love to be, but also I'm not putting an absolute ton of pressure on myself because I know, like I said, life happens, and I'm just not in that place where I'm trying to force things to happen. But I do have ideas. I have ideas, and I do have kind of a schedule that I want to follow, and we'll just see what happens. That is pretty much all that you guys have missed in a nutshell. Nothing too crazy happening. But I do feel like this will be a much, much, much better year, okay? Like a much better year. I almost feel like it can't even get as worse as it was last year, because last year it was rough. It was rough. It was rough. But new year, new opportunities, new growth, new just everything, and that is how I'm feeling. So yes, I am excited. I hope you guys are as well. But yeah, that is pretty much it. That's all I really wanted to share. I am about to take a nap and then go to the gym a little bit later and have like a night workout. So that is what is on my agenda for the evening, but we are about to relax for a good little minute. So I'm about to go ahead and end off this vlog here, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. My first one of many to come this year. Okay, many to come this year. Okay, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys haven't already. And as always, I love you guys, I miss y'all, and I will talk to you on the next video.